Hey everybody, Allison here with Southland Goldens. I'm here for our week 2 video of our Maggie and Tommy litter. So as you can see by Miss Pink right there, a big change. Where are you going, big girl? You're just gonna run away? Okay. So again, we're at the age where there's really still not a lot to see. Their eyes are open. They are starting to kind of walk. They look like the wobbly deer phase is what I like to call it. They stand up like you saw with Miss Pink. They're a little shaky, and then they start to take a few steps. It won't be long till these 10 puppies will be all over the place. So if you're just now tuning in, our Maggie Tommy litter, we have 5 boys and 5 girls on this litter. All males are spoken for. We currently have 2 females that are available. So I want to touch base real fast on how our picking process works, because that's the number one question that I get asked. So our picking process is based off the order in which we receive your deposit. After the week 6 video is posted, so this is week 2, we post a video every week. After the week 6 video is posted, I will reach out to everyone, all 10 families, and I'll say, hey, week 6 video has been posted, our picking process has begun. What I will do next is I will contact the first pick male and the first pick female. We will talk, you get to make the decision. I share the facts about the puppies. You know your lifestyle better than I do. I know the puppies better. So I give you all the facts. You get to make the pick. So after first pick male, first pick female, after they make their pick, I let everyone know. So if you're third, fourth, fifth pick on the females, and let's just say Miss Pink is picked first, I will let everyone know that, hey, Miss Pink was picked. That way you can start looking at the other puppies, get your questions in line. Typically, the picking process lasts 3 days max. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed, but I always ask that you're mindful of the families behind you, because we're at week 2 and everyone is eager to know which puppy is mine. So that's just one thing I want to touch base on. We do these weekly videos because I want you guys to see everything. I want you to be a part of this whole process. Now, again, right now at week 2, not much to see, although Miss Pink proved me different right there in the beginning. I mean, she got up and she was headed out. She was headed to mama. She was headed to go find her mom. That's exactly what she was doing. But I promise that these videos are going to get much more entertaining, especially with 10. It's going to be a wild, fun ride by the time we get to week 6 video. So bear with me on these kind of boring videos. I like to share, their weights, and we'll talk about temperaments as they get a little bit older. So again, after week 6 video, that's when our picking process begins. We still do a week 7 video. That video is a little bit different. We try to make it fun for everybody. And then, of course, they're ready to go home at week 8 unless they're staying for training. So week 8 is July 11th. If we have not already started to make the arrangements, whether you're picking up your puppy, we're driving your puppy to you, or if we're flying your puppy to you, please, please, please go ahead and reach out. Let's go ahead and start working on those arrangements, because I promise we are going to blink and we are going to be at week 8 and it's going to be time for them to go home. I mean, these past 2 weeks have flown by. So July 11th is when they're ready to go home. Within a couple of days of that, let's go ahead and start making those arrangements now to go ahead and get them home. What is it? Oh, Mr. Red. So as you already know, they are still in a whelping box. We don't do the whelping box for the video just because I want you to be able to see them move around, get up, all those fun things. We don't have Maggie in here because Maggie is a very large lap dog. She would be in my lap and you guys would not be able to see the puppies at all. So they're still in their whelping box, and that will be the case just for a little while longer. Another thing I want to touch base on is their shots. So first round of shots, we do shots at 6 weeks, 9 weeks, 12 weeks, and then around the 15 to 16 week mark is their final round of shots. They will receive their first round of shots with me on June the 27th. Their second round of shots is due July 18th. Miss Pink. July 18th. So if your puppy is coming home at 9 weeks old, if your puppy is coming home at 8 weeks old, go ahead and make your vet appointment for July 18th, within a couple of days of that, for the second round of shots. All their vet information will be in your puppy folder. They will be microchipped before they come home. So your puppy will be microchipped. You will have all their vet information. You will have their AKC papers. We will send you a schedule that your puppy is on. That's just a guideline. It's not what you have to stick with. But I am a very OCD person. I like to have everybody on a pretty strict schedule. And I think it really helps for the whole potty training purpose. So we will share that information with you. What you guys think? I'm just sharing all the facts today because you all just want to take a nap, except for Miss Pink. She's ready to party. So I'm going to show everybody who we are. There we go. We got Miss Pink right there. This is Miss Purple. And then right here we have Miss Green, our little girl. Mr. Brown. Under my leg right here is the chunky monkey, Mr. Orange. We have Mr. Blue, who is using Miss White as such a nice pillow. I know. Mr. Red. We have Mr. Black. And then under Mr. Black is going to be Miss Gray. So our big girl, Miss Gray. Pup's eyes are open. I'm going to pick them up. We're going to go over everybody's weights, but just wanted you to see them in their little pack. If you guys have any questions, of course, you can always reach out, and I am happy to answer. All right, guys, you want to start with the girls first? All right. I didn't get my big helper, Luke, today. I know you guys saw him in the last video, but he's at a little summer camp, so we don't have my big helper. He's still getting to play with the puppies and make sure that they get used to all the loud noises. I assure you he is very good at that. So, our girls, this is Miss Gray. Miss Gray is our chunky girl. And as you can see, her little eyes are open. Their vision is still blurred. Oh my goodness. So Miss Gray is 2.4 pounds. Oh, what a yawn. This is Miss Gray, 2.4. Next, I got to get my exercise and come over here and chase Miss Pink down. Miss Pink, are you going to be my active girl? Are you going to be my outgoing active girl? We'll have to keep an eye on that. So this is Miss Pink. Miss Pink is 2.1. This is Miss Pink at 2.1. All right. Next for our girls, one who also ventured a little bit away from their pack, is going to be Miss Purple. Miss Purple is 2 pounds on the dot. So we've got 3 girls in the 2-pound club. So Miss Purple is 2 pounds. And next we have Miss White. Miss White is 1.8. They're looking for their mama. Miss White is 1.8. Oh, come here, Mr. Brown. You're okay? Yeah, you're okay. All right, next for our smallest girl is going to be Miss Green at 1.6. So a pretty big jump from Miss Gray to Miss Green. Miss Gray is 2.4. And Miss Green is 1.6. Now that's a really cute pile of puppies. Yes, it is. I hate to disturb them. I've got everybody all calm down. All right, for our boys, I guess that you guys can probably tell by looking at this picture who the chunky puppy is. Any guesses? I'll let everybody guess if you're watching with your family. Let's see who gets it right. Who's our chunky puppy? All right. So the winner for the chunk is Mr. Orange. Oh, Mr. Orange. Look at this. Like a little rabbit. Hey, world. So this is Mr. Orange. And Mr. Orange is 2.7 pounds. 2.7. So a pretty big 2-week-old boy for sure is Mr. Orange at 2.7. 7. All right, next in size, we have, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Brown, I gotta borrow your pillow for just a second. Next, we have Mr. Black. Mr. Black is 2.3. So a little bit of a jump from orange to black. The black is 2.3. And then next we have Miss Gray, who is leaving the group. Next we have Mr. Blue, and Mr. Blue is 2.2. 2.2 for Mr. Blue. All right, and our next boy is over here by himself. Our next boy is Mr. Red. Mr. Red is 2 pounds on the dot. Just joined the 2-pound club this morning. Yes, you did. Are you going to fall asleep? It's just so tough being a puppy. Oh, look at that sigh. Oh, tough being a little puppy, isn't it? Look at this. He's going to fall asleep. Watch those eyes. Another nap for the day. So that's Mr. Red at 2 pounds. And then our smallest guy, still a good sized puppy at 2 weeks old, is Mr. Brown at 1.9. So not too far from the 2-pound club. We almost got all the boys in the 2-pound club at 2 weeks old. Pretty good. Again, as you can see, the change from last week, their little eyes are all open. Pigment's still coming in, so their little noses are black. Paw pads are still turning black. They're still going through ENS. Hopefully you guys were able to have some time to read about that on the blog. If not, just scroll back down past the 1 week video or week 1 video. And I posted some information about ENS, the benefits of it. It continues through day 16, so we're almost there. Also, let me go get Miss Gray. Come on, Miss Gray. The party is over here. Party's over here. Also, another thing that I shared was our supply recommendations. So again, a lot of that, I know most of you have had dogs before, so you know the things to buy, the things not to buy. I still like to share a list of things that we have found over the years that have really helped. Most important, the food. Please, 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 I told you I'm going to say it every week. Make sure you go ahead and order their food. You do not want to swap their food to something else right when they come home. That is just asking for a big upset stomach. So the TLC, the whole life puppy food, is what I recommend you go ahead and order. Another favorite thing of mine are the Kuranda beds. I love, love, love the Kuranda beds. Don't go buy the big fluffy pillow that's monogrammed with their name on it. It's super cute and it's great, but you're probably going to be sending me a picture of where your puppy de-stuffed it and asking me for my next recommendation. So get the nice fluffy monogram bed when they get a little older, when they get out of the whole teething phase. But for now, the Kuranda beds are awesome. Super great. Our adult dogs love them. Our puppies love them. If you're a place that's cold, obviously here in Alabama, it's not, you can buy the toppers that go on top, kind of a pillow as well. So also, on the very bottom of the supply recommendation, I think it's on the bottom, is the jumbo lamb chop. People ask me, why in the world, Allison, do I need that? We have found that it kind of mimics how the puppies sleep here. When they sleep in their pack, you will see that they sleep on top of each other. The jumbo lamb chop, what we do is we send home a blanket that's going to have the scent of their litter mates on it. What I recommend, you lay down that blanket, put the lamb chop on it, and I always get the most adorable photos the first week that these puppies go to their new home. And that's where they choose to take their little naps. They will lay on top of the lamb chop because it mimics laying with their litter mates, and they have the scent of their litter mates under that. So just kind of helps with that transition from our home to your home. So each week, I'm going to share some fun facts, some helpful tips that we've found along the way. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. All males are spoken for. We do have 2 females. If you're interested in more information on that, please let me know, and I'm happy to answer it. We will see you guys back here next Friday for our week 3 video. Have a good week.